It's video 4. I'm going to show you how to add textures to Illustrator with clipping masks or transparency masks. Okay. Last time we left off in video 3, we created a second layer called guts. That's going to be the inside of the menu. I'm going to go ahead now and grab a rectangle, and I'm going to go ahead and have it drag over this part of the menu right here, from the top left red line to the over here to this red line. So it's covering over our bleeded section, which is perfect and exactly what we want it to do. All right, so I'm going to go now, and if you don't have the transparency panel up, go ahead and go to Window and make sure transparency is visible. I have this selected. I'm going to click on Make Mask, and when I do, there's a blue bounding box going around this selection. I'm going to click right here. That goes into the mask. I'm going to place something onto that mask, and that's going to be the texture. So I'm going to go File, Place, and in your project folders, I have one called Menu Textures. In here, I have an array of textures. I'm going to choose, I'm going to choose Planks of Wood. So when I click over the top left corner and drag all the way to the bottom right corner, or right here, and let go, you see that texture pop up. Well, I can't do anything to edit anything else until I click out of this embedded area. So I'm going to click back here, and then now I can click away. So if I zoom in, you can see that texture is there, which is perfect. Now, all this texture, you can make your own textures if you just take photographs and you make them black and white. So you got to take them into Photoshop or just download them and make sure they're black and white, and that will work for you. So now what we're going to do is do the same exporting we did before, but with one little step different. Okay, so we're going to go File, Save As. We're going to save it as a PDF, and I'm going to say Menu Pre-2, because this is before I make the menu, and it's saving it to the place I need it to, which is cool. And I'm going to make sure it's also set to open up right after I save it. Go to Marks and Bleeds and say Trim Marks. Trim Marks is visible. If you have advanced or any of these, check those just briefly. Make sure they look good. Okay. Now say Save PDF. Boom. And now if I hit Command Plus, you can see we have the texture. All right. So I'm going to close that out. Go to my final printed document. This would be the outside. And this would be now the inside. I'm going to go ahead and create another layer for the inside of the menu. Actually, I don't really need to do that because I have 2 artboards, so I'm going to delete that. File, Place. We're going to place that. Now, Menu Pre-2, there it is. Click one time over here. And now I'm going to, again, like we did in the past, I'm going to click Align To, make sure it's aligned to Artboard with the Align command. So I'm going to click Horizontal Align, and I'm going to click Vertical. So there it is. Now I have the front and back, and if I save this as a PDF, it should save both. That's what you will submit. Make sure you're following the grading rubric.